Well, here we are again, and we are now 24 days, 15 hours, 59 minutes. It keeps counting down, almost 50 seconds to the presidential elections. Political parties continue accusing themselves as they seek to spread their tentacles and reclaim lost grounds almost at any opportunity, including the fuel supply situation. Who will finish the strongest? Will there be a spoiler from somewhere? And who will call for the removal vans? Good evening. Welcome to the program. I'm Chamberlain Oso. Well, the second phase of the election campaign may have taken off in earnest. Politicians taking advantage of the 6 weeks extension period. But at the moment, some of the verdicts being given in court appear not to rock the boat. But how are the events playing out across the states? We'll make our rounds with some of our correspondents. Larry Lasisi is standing by in our studio. He will bring us up to speed concerning what is going on where he is. Hello, Larry. Well, we'll get to also talk to some other correspondents as the program progresses. We will also turn to the social media. Our web team provides several platforms for you to air your views on the program, as always, again today. You can tweet at us using the hashtag Nigeria2015 and Demand Debates Now. Well, that is also beginning to make a lot of grounds and rounds, as a matter of fact. But please don't forget to use the Twitter handle you see on your screen now. But if you've got comments or questions, do send us an email, and that will be at nigeria2015@channelstv.com. You can also send us pictures through our Eyewitness platform. Now, here's how you do it. Just download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS, and Windows phones from their respective stores. Well, tap to show the Eyewitness menu, and then follow the instructions you see there. Well, let's read to you some of the eyewitness images that we received now. This one should pop up in just a moment. It's actually the venue where IDPs, as internally displaced persons in Michika local government area living in Yola, Adamawa State, will be voting during that election, the 2015 election. And then there are questions about them going from one end to the other. Well, yes, you can't see it now, but we do have them, but I guess will come up much later. Joining us tonight, Mr. Tunji Shele is the chairman of the People's Democratic Party in Lagos. And we'll go ahead and introduce some of the other guests. But on Skype from Abuja will be Kaide Idowu. He will join us from Abuja. Well, although INEC is scheduled to conduct field testing of the functionality of the card readers this Saturday, our big question today is, are we good to go? Let's take you through some of the scenario that played out before today as we count down to the big day. It has to do with preparations ever since the announcement of the new date for the elections. Security has since witnessed some activities, and then this one that is on the 19th of February, there was that announcement about the combined operation by the Nigerian military. Don't forget, Nigerian military actually leading this charge alongside Chadian, Cameroonian, and Nigerian forces storming Sambisa. Well, thereafter, the military said they had retaken the town of Baga. Major General Chris Solukolade, Director of Defense Information, did give that much information to the media at the time. And then that wasn't all there was to it. There was this overnight attack on Karamga Island of Lake Chad. 15 Boko Haram assailants were said to have been killed. Some insurgents said, who were trying to escape actually got drowned in Lake Chad. And then on the 21st of February as well, a lot of activity going on in that month, happened to witness the worst attack of Boko Haram's 6-year insurgency. There you go. Thousands of residents fled across Lake Chad. 7 soldiers were killed in that operation, but the military continues to recover some of those lost grounds, and they say they will continue to advance But much later, on the 23rd of the same month, February this year, the military eventually released video of aerial bombardment of the region, and then drawing closer to recent date on the 28th of February, the president visited some of these areas that had been reclaimed, Baga, Mubi inclusive. He went there perhaps to also contribute to boosting the morale of the forces who were in the front lines there. Then on the 27th, the military routed insurgents in Yobe State, and then they continued to advance, taking more territories, reclaiming some of those lost grounds. Don't forget also, in the same month, the same date, 27th of February, the military liberated Gulak in Adamawa State. Adamawa State happens to be one of those states witnessing some of these activities. Then on the 28th, the military also says they recaptured some of these towns here, Shika, Fikayel, Tetaba, Buza, and Bumsa inclusive, all just moving around, leading the charge with some of those other countries joining the country to fight this war. Then, this month, the military conducted this patrol, searching, recovering arms, a lot more arms, but there were those who did ask some questions. Who knows? We may just get some announcement or some headway being made about who are those behind this. So perhaps, General Chris Olukolade did tell us that much sometime in our sister program that, yeah, they're also looking into where some of these armory are coming from. And so there you go. That happens to be some of the recent ones. But it's not all about security. INEC, the umpire, the electoral umpire, also in the thick of things. But let's take you back memory lane a bit concerning their activity. On the 1st of October 2014, they released the election timetable at that time. Everyone went about their preparations, keeping their eye on the ball, saying, well, yeah, that first date was going to hold. But not long after they released that timetable, on the 5th of February, then Chairman of INEC did go ahead to address a National Security Council meeting. And before this meeting, a lot of talk had gone around. Rumor mill was awash with whether or not the elections were going to hold. Many were of the opinion, in fact, it was divided almost down the wire. And then on the 7th of February came that announcement, which leaves us or brings us to where we are today, talking about an election that had been rescheduled to the dates March 28th and April 11th. It was on that date, February 7th, that the chairman announced that. And so afterwards, distribution of the permanent voter cards continued. Issues about it also made the rounds. But then don't forget, the total number of registered voters remained at 68,833,476 people are those who are eligible to vote in these elections. Of this figure, you have 45,800,000